Yeah, g'day keeners, welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. I was at a practice day recently where I noticed people were having a lot of trouble prusiking. Now prusiking is a dying art, especially with mechanical ascenders, but it's still something we should know and should practice just in case we get ourselves into trouble and we find we need to do it. Now, the issue they were having, they were setting the prusik up the same way they'd set up the mechanical ascenders, and pretty much that's upside down, so let me talk you through that and show you what I mean. Righto, so I've got two prusiks set up, one top, one bottom. Now with the foot loop, for years I used to set up like a rescue spider where I'd clip a carabiner to the foot prusik, run one end down to my harness, give me the second point of contact, the other one down to my foot loop. Did that recently on a trip, got halfway up the prusik and I thought, geez, I'm an idiot. I've already got a cow's tail as a dynamic lanyard, so for my second point of contact I can just use that. And shorten that up as much as I need to. Now into that I'm going to put a foot loop. And then the bottom one is going to become my waist harness, and this is pretty much how the guys were setting up in their practice day. So they had foot loop on top, waist loop on the bottom. Now the problem with this is, when I step up into that foot loop, okay, so I'm going to step up into that, and I've got to move my waist loop up, but I've got all this slack, I've got to try and hold myself up here, and I've got to deal with the slack and try and get that to move. It makes it really, really difficult. So, let's change things around a little bit, and we'll see how we go then. Okay, so I've still got my two prusik knots there. This time though I'm going to clip my waist harness into the top, and I've just extended out with a short sling there. So that's going to become my point of contact at the waist. The bottom one's going to become a foot loop, and again I've got my dynamic cow's tail. I'm going to clip into that, so I've got two positive points of contact and a short sling for a foot strap. Now, when I do this, as soon as I step up into this foot loop, it automatically puts tension under my waist loop. It makes it easy for that to move up. So get that as high as possible, get my foot as high as possible, and as I step up, I can just slide my waist loop up. And then to move this one, I've got two hands free, just hanging on my waist loop. I can hold that slack and move it up as I need to. It makes it a lot easier than trying to deal with slack below your waist loop. So yeah. So there you go, that's my tip to try and make prusiking slightly easier. If you've got mechanical ascenders, yeah, for sure, the bottom one goes to your harness, top one goes to your foot loop. But for prusik loops, go the opposite. Top one to your harness to sit into, bottom one to your foot loop, so it provides tension when you try to move that harness up. So yeah, so hopefully you got something out of that. Stay safe out there and hope to catch you out there somewhere.